12.9 goes over motion problems. I'm going to go just over a couple of things, and then I'm going to go over just one problem. You're going to see different things, like we're going to see an example of a boat, in its rate, with the current and against the current. So this current's either going to be, it's going to be floating with the current, or it's going to be floating against the current. And we usually use that, and also wind, like an airplane, it can be with the wind, against the wind. So like if we say R equals the rate of the boat, and C equals the rate of the current, then like its true rate, is like against the current would be the rate of the boat minus the rate of the current. And with the current would be the rate of the boat plus the rate of the current, because it's actually pushing you along. So you may be able to go, you may be rowing 3 miles an hour and the current's 2 miles an hour. You're actually rowing 5 miles an hour. Here, if you're rowing 3 miles an hour and the current's 2 miles an hour, you're only going at really 1 mile an hour. So I better put this one in. 3 miles an hour for the boat, 2 miles an hour for the current. You're actually going 5 miles an hour. Let's show you one that has to do with a plane and wind. So you go, you got the distance between Chicago and New York is 735 miles. A plane left Chicago flying with the wind, landed in New York in an hour and 45 minutes. Then the plane left New York flying against the same wind, landed in Chicago after 2 hours. Find the rate of the plane in calm air, and also find the rate of the wind. So if we do that, we're going to say, hey, R equals the rate of the plane, and W equals the rate of the wind. A plane can actually land vertical if its rate is equal to the wind that it's flying into. It can go up and down vertically, not move side to side. Okay, so you still kind of have this distance equals rate times time type of deal. And you have with the wind, and you have against the wind. So it's distance with the wind. The distance is the same, 735. With or against, doesn't change the distance from Chicago to New York. But with the wind, you have the rate of the plane plus the rate of the wind. And against the wind, you have the rate of the plane minus the rate of the wind. Now, when they were flying with the wind, it took 1 3/4 hours. And against the wind, it took 2 hours. So remember, distance equals rate times time. That's a times. So 735, I'm going to write it over here, equals R plus W times, I'm going to change that to 7/4 instead of 1 3/4. And 735 equals R plus W times 2, right? This one's right here, and this one's right here. So I'm going to multiply, do a little changing here. I'm going to multiply each of these sides times 4/7, and this one times 4/7. So what I'm going to get is 420 equals R plus W. See that? This one eventually changes to this. I tried to get rid of fractions. You could have actually multiplied by 7 and gotten rid of fractions, but it just so happens that 7 goes into 735, so it works out. Okay, so now this one right here is 735 equals 2R plus 2W. So I have this 735 equals 2R plus 2W. And I have this one right here, 420 equals R plus W. So I'm going to take this one and multiply it times a negative, oh no, I can't do that. Yeah, times 2. I'm going to actually multiply it times 2. Sorry, I missed a minus. Right here is a minus. Right here is a minus. I'm going to have to fix that. 2R minus 2W, right? Because it came from this one right here. Okay, so I'm going to multiply this one times 2. So I'm going to get 840 equals 2R plus 2W. Okay, it's going to, this is going to be 1575 equals 4R. I'm going to divide by 4. R equals 26 1/4. Okay. So 26 1/4 is the rate of the wind. No, I'm sorry. Hang on a second. I'm trying to look at my book here, and I'm doing this wrong. Divide both sides by 4, and you get 393 3/4. Okay, there we go. I thought something was wrong. That's 393 3/4 miles per hour. So then you can put it into this equation right here, 420 equals 393 3/4 plus the rate of the wind, and you're going to get the rate of the wind is 26 1/4. So this is 26 1/4. We'll show you a bunch of examples of these in class, and they're not too bad as long as you follow this little chart. Okay.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.